This track was recorded, as I recall, I don't have the date on this one as far as I know. It was recorded in 1979. We had just been to see a guy we called Mr. Wilson. He was a guitar repairman in the Shreveport-Bossier area. The biggest thing in that area in terms of commercial success in music as a result of the Louisiana Hayride and KWKH radio, which my father's family owned for some time. Mr. Wilson used to repair quite a few of the country and western stars' electric instruments, and he was a very Christian man, a very, very nice guy, very modest, humble guy, and incredible. He could do amazing things. So I had taken a friend of mine's Telecaster, I think it was a 1968 blonde Telecaster, and if I remember correctly, it had a maple neck. And it needed some touch-ups. He had not picked up a guitar in 3 years. His name was Craig Walters. He's deceased. And we went into the studio and did this piece. I had performed this piece as an oboist with a guy that wrote it. His name is Liuza. It's an acoustic piece that he wrote when he was 15. It doesn't really have a name. And the female vocals are done by a girl whose name is Marion Lyons today. Her name is Marion Lyons McGoldrick. So I think I got all that right. And this was these were all pretty much first takes, so it's a rough draft, but a lot of people seem to like it a little bit. And here it is. It does not have a name. This was recorded on a, I believe it was 8-track master tape. It was either 8-track or 16-track. I think it was 8. Southern Star Studio in Shreveport, and I think that's all they had at that time. The classical guitar played was by the writer himself, Liuzza, and we actually had to tune, can't believe I'm admitting this publicly, but we had to tune the classical and electric guitars slightly sharp because my oboe reed, I played the oboe solo, was a little bit high, so we had to tune up to it. I didn't have one that was at A440. The violin or fiddle, depending on how you look at it, was performed by the engineer. His name was Joseph Spivey, did a great job. And we did some overdubs on the vocals at the end to give it a kind of a thicker quality. And that's it. It doesn't have a name. It was a rough draft. Oh yes, and the rough mix that you hear was done at Whistle Lord Studios in Hilversum. All right, that's it. I'm going to do another one of it using a different sound, see if we can get a better